Hey, everybody. How are you guys? How's everybody doing? I have to have a sip of coffee. I'm tired. How are you guys doing? I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess Cosmetics, guys, and we are here each and every day for you, so you learn more and more and more about airbrush making. So somebody who's, when somebody's been in your house and you can feel it, you know it. Somebody's been in here. I know it. I know it. Is this too dark? Because my chair has been moved. I know exactly where it is. Something was going on. That's all I know. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Cindy. They took my backlight, so I think that's throwing this light off. I don't know what's going on. How's the echo? Is the echo better? I might have to turn this down a little because of no backlight. Hey, Muzi. Hello, hello. So is the echo better? I don't know what I did, or maybe it was just I don't know. Maybe it was just Facebook. All right, so let's get started. I want to put some makeup on very badly. I'm going to tweak my eyebrows just a little. I'll go in with Coca. It is better. Okay. Yes, girl. Sweet tea for you. Ooh. Angela, are you a Texas girl, Southern girl? Abby, thank you for saying gorgeous, even though I don't have makeup on. I don't know what that was. Did y'all hear that? Hello, Carrie. Good afternoon, Kim. All right. Okay, better. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go in and just tweak my eyebrows a little. And this and this and this. All right. So just tweak them a little bit. I just thought maybe I wiped some of them off when I wiped off my mask. And let's get started. I'm going to put on Buff. The Buff concealer today. And the reason why I'm doing the Buff concealer. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Donnie. Hey, a Georgia peach. That's why you like your sweet tea. I love it, Angela. It is back. That's back. Ugh. Oh, man. Finally about the lashes. Ah! Debbie, you're going to love them. Ooh, this coffee's good. It gives me my pickup. All right, so the reason why I like the Buff one, and to be honest with you, so this is the order: Ecru, Buff, and then these are the three lightest ones, Okra. If I looked at them, I would think that this is not my color just because of it's too pinky. Ecru is super light, so it is great for highlighting. If I want it, you could do it on the lids, on your eyelids and things like that. This one, the Okra, is exactly my color. It's bam, exactly my color. And so that's a good one as well. However, I love Buff because it acts as almost a color corrector. So you hear us use the peach color corrector underneath our eyes. Musette uses it. I use it a lot. A lot of people use it. But what I find is, regardless of what your undertone is, whether it's yellow or pink, you can use pink concealers, pink-based concealers, because it helps with the under eye circles, okay? Most people are going to have if you're going to have dark circles, the pink or the peach color correctors are going to help that. So I find that it doesn't matter really what your undertone is. You can still use like the peachy pink concealer. Kansas City in the prayer. Okay. Oh, high risk of tornadoes. Ooh. Dana, please, girl, be careful. Please be careful. All right, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to put, I don't have my blender with me today, so I'm going to pick a brush that I can use. I'll use this one as a concealer brush. And we all know that I like natural hair brushes and not necessarily a concealer brush. You could also use your fingers. Just because, there we go. Just because concealer brushes to me are too harsh. They're too stiff. And so that's why I like the natural hair brush. It's just a little bit softer. Yay, Bonnie. Girl, you better sign her up. Sign her up. That's what I'm telling you guys. Like, you can, you're walking down the street, people are going to ask about your makeup, about your look. It's awesome. I have the Prism Peach airbrush. So Carrie will love it. You can use it with any type. It's one of my favorites when I'm doing the velvet veil and I airbrush everything. The velvet veil doesn't allow a lot of moves, and so when I do that, airbrushing the peach color corrector does wonders because it actually is going to help correct. And I feel like it's a little bit easier to use than all the other color correctors, just because it is a little more fleshy. That's just what I think. Okay. So if I'm not on at the 3, oh, Dana, if you're not on at the 3, it's because maybe the electricity is off. But please let us know you're okay. What's best for large pores? The best thing for large pores is Velvet Veil, hands down. Bam. Like, I don't even know what else to tell you. The Velvet Veil is amazing for large pores. I use it underneath my eyes. I love it. And so that's something you're going to want to get. I put it on with my finger and I just rub it in, let it dry, and your skin's going to feel like velvet. And then depending on what you need to cover, you pretty much can go straight to foundation. Or if you need a little more coverage, then you could use eraser. You could use a color corrector, whatever you need it, and then do the foundation on top of that. So yeah. Even Cindy says Velvet Veil. Yeah, Dana, I don't know what, there is a little echo. I'm so sorry. I'm probably gonna restart. I'll have to restart it and then come back up because I don't know what's going on. All right, so I have the Velvet Veil. Oh, no, I don't. I have concealer on my lid. And now I'm going to do concealer under my eye. And I do them, you see me do them one at a time because there's not this, our concealer, if you have like, I hear this a lot where people will say, oh, my eyeshadow doesn't stay on. Well, number one, Luminess, our eyeshadow will stay on just because it is such high pigmentation. So it really will stay on. Number two, it doesn't allow a lot of movement. So if you have our concealers and you want, oh, great, add that to my problems. If I, once it's on, doesn't allow movement. And so you see me, I'm actually tapping this in, especially underneath my eyes. I do not want to pull underneath my eyes. All right. Jennifer, if eraser looks cakey, you're spraying too much. You're either spraying too much or too hard or in one area. And when I get to airbrush, I'm about to airbrush my foundation on, I'll show you, okay? And then 9 times out of 10, it's just that you're spraying too hard. Remember, guys, this is what I'm applying right now, traditional makeup, right? So we're used to seeing this immediately. You're used to seeing this, all right? And then you blend it in, and then it looks good. Well, with airbrush makeup, you're not seeing it go on. Oh, Heather, love your name, by the way. I put Luminess eyeshadow on first thing in the morning, and it looks exactly the same when I go to bed. That should also be with your foundation. Anything, guys. If you came over right now and looked in my makeup bag, the only thing I have are lips. That's all I have. Do I have traditional? I might have some. No, I have a set. I was like, no, I don't. Normally, I only keep lips or maybe translucent powder just in the summer. But I have my sets in there. But guys, that's what Heather's saying about the eyeshadow. That's exactly what we talk about. I mean, it does not move. It sticks. And I don't even like to say sticks because that sounds yuck. But it stays. It has such power on how we're putting this on that it's not going anywhere. Okay, it is not going to go anywhere. I'm going to powder underneath my eyes real quick. I'm going to have to use this. Lightly powder. Do you use a lip stain? I sometimes do use a lip stain. I'm really into our liquid lipsticks. I like them because they're a little bit more nourishing, and it still has that staying power. With the lipstick or liquid lipsticks, you can put it on, and it's going to stay. It will stay. The Tame, oh my gosh, like, that's kind of a no-brainer. You can use Tame all the live long day, and it's not going to go anywhere. I'll see if I have it in here so I can put that on and show you. I did on the Luminess Beauty side. I did a Facebook Live, the start of my move and kind of towards the end of my move. And guys, I really felt like it stayed on. Now I was sweating. Girls glisten, we don't sweat, but that day I was sweating. And I was careful not to rub my face. Like, I never touched my face. The sweat kind of dried. I know that sounds great. Like, my makeup did not move. The only thing I touched up were my lips. And I was going to do another face live, but it was like 8 o'clock at night and I was tired. I just couldn't. I was exhausted. So I apologize, but I was tired. But I did do one at like 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. And then I wanted to say at 3 when we got to the new house. And it stayed. I had eyes, I had everything on. It was amazing. And I did use the final seal, and it has that staying power. It is not going to move. All right. So I just did a little bit of translucent powder. Now, the one thing about the translucent powder is obviously I don't want, like, I'm real self-conscious about my wrinkles and crinkles. So when I went to do my translucent powder, I actually started it here and kind of worked up because I don't want a majority of that powder here. So I did this and kind of worked up. Does that make sense that way? Because remember that when you're using brushes or whatever, that first spot that you something is where majority of it is going to go. So that's with eyeshadows. You know, you see me start at the outside and work my way in. That first touch point is where most of the makeup is going to go. Hello, Kendra. Thank you. It did go. It was a long day. But again, I have to give a huge hallelujah shout out to my parents. My parents are the most amazing people in the world. They were there with, and they're older. Don't tell them I said that, okay? I was like, guys, I hire movers. Like, you don't have to be there. I might get a little teary. My parents helped me so much. They unpacked boxes. My mom organized my kitchen. That's all. Like, she's just amazing. Cindy said I did a 5K with just brows, mascara, and some Boost It and Final Seal. Still looks good at the end. When you're like, 5K, this is so easy. Don't it look amazing? I love the little brush that comes with the doe foot. Muzette, you're so right. That doe foot is so nice because of the fact that it's flat. you have a flat edge, and then you have like that edge and then a point. So it really is a doe foot. We think of everything, guys. Okay, so let's get to airbrushing. I know my daddy is amazing. He's so amazing. My dog, the devil dog, 8 mini blinds, and I had to replace 3 of them. I think that's why I'm not married, is because I can't find a man like my dad. He is just they replaced the mini blinds for me. He's just amazing too. All right, I'm gonna get teary-eyed right now. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with shade. This is shade 5. Now this is with the Silk 4-in-1. It's going to be a little bit too dark for me, just because my tan has faded. I really would be a true 3 right now. But I want to show you this, guys, because I want to show you, if you're spraying correctly, that there's such there's a give with it, if that makes sense. There's it's very forgiving. So I just want to show you this. So 5 would be, if I sprayed 5 and I went shh, you would see 5 and it would be super dark. So now, and who was it was talking about the, she didn't think she was using eraser because it was cakey. So this is the 3 things that you want to remember about airbrushing. And when you're airbrushing, number 1, well, first off, there's air that comes out, okay? So if you turn it on, there's air. There's no products coming out right now. Product is only being released when I pull back on my trigger. Okay, so you're in control of that. So nothing is being released until I pull back on my trigger. Now can I start pulling back? I am barely going to pull back, but you also want to keep moving. This is not moving. This is moving in the same spot, and that's not what we want. We want to keep moving around our face, just like if I was going in and I was buffing this and this on. I wouldn't just go, boop, 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 boop. No, I would keep going around and around. You also want to make sure that you hold it 4 finger widths away from it. You do not want to be too close. You do not want to be too far. You want to be right here. This isn't, perfume that we're walking into. Okay. I'm going to hold it 4 finger widths away. I want to keep moving and barely pull back on my trigger. Oh my gosh, Dana, I'm so sorry. What an amazing man, though. He was a firefighter. Oh, wow. All right, so notice that I'm barely pulling back on my trigger. I keep moving. I'm making my passes. I keep going around, up and down my nose. Amen, Muzak. Okay, that's 1 pass. Do I still need coverage? Sure do, but I'm going to keep going. Now notice, so if your eraser is getting too thick, what's probably happening is you're trying to use it in one area too much. So make a pass, but then keep going. So now I'm going back. And the way that you should see it on camera, guys, is you should be questioning, like, Heather's crazy. She's not spraying anything. But then all of a sudden, I should start looking a lot better. I should start evening out. You shouldn't see any redness. You shouldn't see my imperfections. Hello, Janice. Now I ran out. If I needed more, I can add a couple of drops. The coverage, I really don't, but I'm going to show you. I added 3 more drops. Oh, Dana, we're going to pray for you, girl. And your daddy would be so proud, I'm sure. All right. So there you go. There. Keep making passes. I don't focus on one spot too long, right? I'm moving around until I get the coverage that I want. When you see me do eyes, I'm like, boop, 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 or my contour. I do contouring with the matte bronzer. You barely see it, and then I'm already switching. Barely see it, already switching. So I keep going back and forth to get it to where I want it, but I'm not doing it all at once. So keep that in my mind. One product is not going to give you 100% coverage. It's a combination of what you're using that's going to do that. And so, oh yay, Janice, are you new to Luminess? Are you? Is this your first time to get Luminess? If it is, well, welcome. I know there's a little bit of a delay here, so if it is, welcome. So what we do on our live chats is the 10 o'clock I do skincare, 11 o'clock I start the makeup, 3 o'clock I finish it, and so a buildable, literally a buildable live chat, and so you're able to ask questions, able to see it go on. There will be thing you'll do, and I'll tell you, hey, when you first start spraying, you're going to spray a bit too heavy. You'll know that going in, and so just know that does take some getting used to. We always tell our new people to do the 7-day challenge, and that meaning do your makeup 7 days in a row with airbrush makeup, and by that 7th day, you're going to have it down. So just remember to keep your fingers, or keep your stylus 4 finger widths away, keep moving, and barely pull back on this trigger. One thing, if you are new to Luminess, you're going to want to practice with water first. You can put water in here, and you can spray and have fun. But the one thing you want to keep in mind is pulling back on this trigger. Remember that you're in control over how much is being released by this trigger. And so you don't want to open it all the way up. That's the only time we do that is when we're cleaning it, because if you do that, it'll go all over your face, and that's just not pretty. And so make sure that you are spraying super, super light. All right. I know that, I don't know, it looks shiny on here because I know it's because I don't have a backlight in here, but I'm going to go ahead and powder my entire face, which is something I normally do not do, but I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to use our new brush set. And I'm just lightly powdering. And then now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use, I'm going to do some contouring. So I'm going to go in, do a little bit of contouring. Janice, did you purchase from a beauty consultant or did you purchase online? Hello. Oh, it sounds. Yeah, I'm going to restart the computer basically and see what we can do, because it might be the computer. Because I know people were playing in my room while I was gone. Again, I know when somebody's in my house. All right. So I just did a little bit of contouring with our new set. I added a little bit of powder. And then in the 3 o'clock, we will finish the eyeshadow. Let me add a little lips. I was going to do a fun lip, but I'm tired. Oh, by phone. I saw it on TV. Awesome, Janice. Now, Janice, if you're on our lives, what you'll see are people will leave emojis, the thumbs up, the lips, and the lipstick. Those are Luminess beauty consultants. You can reach out to one of them. Hopefully, they're not contacting you. That's one of our rules, is that they do not contact you, because I don't want you to get 1,000 messages. But they put their emojis so you can reach out to them. Some of them also put that Some of them also put that the area they're from, but you can reach out to anybody. Maybe it's somebody you see here on on our lives. And you can also ask them about product and purchase product directly from them as well. Sometimes it's really nice to have an independent beauty consultant just because you have that one-on-one attention. So that's what I would recommend. Oh. Joanne, did you get the notification? All right. I'm putting Desert Rose lip liner on my wrist. This is Chosen. It says Chosen in Hebrew. And it actually is an adoptive term. Chosen. So, because I foster to adopt children. So I'm just trying to put that all together for you. All right. So I had a little bit of secret on. Now I went over that with Dusty Rose lip liner. Yes, and you get the monthly beauty box on the beauty side. The beauty side gets some things that maybe the other page doesn't. So you can kind of go back and forth, but also reach out to them as well. All right, so now I just put secret right in the middle. So just to give me a little bit of color, oh, thank you, Donnie. Just to give me a little bit of color. Things will start making sense, guys, when you see me so the 11 o'clock is about airbrushing. It mainly is going to be about it's mainly going to be trying to think. Mainly about evening out my skin, because foundation is going to even you out. So when you see me in the 3 o'clock, I'll add color in. And so you'll start seeing the transformation when I'm adding color in. Am I good like this? I'm like good to go. I would walk out in public like this. Obviously, I'm going to. And so, bam, I'm done. Now, there are certain steps I could take to add little, like little thing in my crease and stuff like that. But we are going to do this where I'll add, I'll up the look. Just like when you go get your hair done, 9 times out of 10, you're like, I cannot do that. I can't do that. But they kind of up it a little bit to show you what it can do, what your hair can do. And so that's what I do with the airbrush make. My makeup might not be for every single person, but you can take bits and pieces of what I do and apply it to how you do your makeup, okay? So just know that going in. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I see? Kendra says, I'm scared to use a little less tanner. Are you sure they won't? No, girl. I actually just used, in the 10 o'clock, I used our tanning tonic, and you actually will see me get darker at the 3 o'clock. You'll see that I'm a little bit darker. But no, it is not orange. It doesn't have that smell if you're talking about our airbrush tanning. If you're airbrushing, you'll be able to airbrush tan. Plus, it has a bronzer in there, so you are good to go. Let's see. I did do a live showing you how to airbrush, so you can look back on Facebook and look at those. But yeah, it is all about practicing. Speak question for me. Okay. So Kendra, that's a perfect. It's a perfectly good question because a lot of people get that, or a lot of people have that question. So Kendra has the Pro, which has 3 speeds in it. And so the first speed is what you're going to do everything with. So that's your normal speed. That's what is on this one, basically. The second one is going to be a lower speed. That's for more detailed work. So like your eyeshadow, things like that. Now the lower speed is a great one to practice with or to start your makeup. So because it's a lighter airflow. And so if you want to start with the light speed to do your foundation, that's quickly okay as well. Then it's going to go up to the higher speed, and that's what you do tanning. It's a higher air pressure. It's going to help blow the product a little bit faster. You'll dry a little bit faster. And so that's going to be for tanning. So that's perfect, Kendra. Kendrin. I don't know, Muzette. I'm going to restart my computer to make sure. Let's see. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. So I'm going to restart the computer to make sure whatever's happening. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully we'll get it fixed. It's mad at me because I wasn't here Thursday or Friday. So if you are new, I hope you can come back, see us at 3:00, and we'll talk some more. Guys, please don't think, and like Kendra asked about the pro. Guys, come out and do, like, you don't have to ask about something we're doing, right? It can be about anything. So don't think, oh, she's not talking about that, I don't want to ask. No, ask me anything. I can multitask, okay? We can talk about it. We can do something. Believe me, I can multitask, okay? And if I can't, we have Muzette, we have Donnie, we have Cindy, we have a lot of people on here that will help me. And so please ask about anything. All right? All right, guys, I will see you very soon. I hope you have a marvelous Tuesday. If you're not able to come back, but hopefully you'll come back and see us at 3. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.